What's up, guys? And Fox are back here today. I'm a sim noob. Operation, you're telling me Jetway's complete? Sure. We will go with that. Today we are looking at the ASOBO Max 8 again, seeing if there's any changes or updates that they've made to the flight model and everything else about it in the new sim beta. Okay, cool, yep. It's AI 4. Looks like he's already about 5 feet off the ground on the taxiway. Good for him. So yeah, we're going to be flying the United Airways today. We're going to be flying from Boston over to Indianapolis. So let's head on into the cockpit here and start getting things set up. We are going to sim brief, manner subscription, blah blah blah. View flights. Or we're going to go to flights here. That's going to be the flight we're going to use. We'll figure that out later. Let's start getting the airplane powered up here. I like to get those out of the way. We're going to come up over here to the overhead panel. We are going to switch on the battery. I can't tell if there's ground power available. Maybe if I bring this up. Unknown. Flick that to there. I'll just flick that anyway, see if anything happens. Apparently there's ground power available. Cool. Another way I could have checked was easily doing that. Yep, we have ground power available there. Come over here, we will turn our logo light on. Let people know we're in the aircraft. Turn that on for now, because I know I'll forget. We'll worry about the upstairs flow later. Now we're just going to do a quick little check. I'll tune the radios in a bit. I'm just going to bring this up a bit just to help out a little bit. Now, most importantly, I'm going to be doing this flight on VATSIM, so hopefully they have fixed this now. It looks like, yes, you can change your squawk code about time. Let's do the engine fire test. Sure, good enough. Good enough. Parking brake is on. Flaps are at 0. Speed brake is disengaged. Flaps are up. Perfect. That matches. Throttles are there. Let's just do a double check. Make sure the throttles are working. Okay, throttles are good. Do we have reverse? No, apparently not. I'm gonna get you out of the way. You're kind of a pain in the butt. We're gonna come over here. We are going to go to aircraft. Flight performance, checklist, flight performance, that I want to load this thing. How do I load you? Go to flight planner. Let's see. Map settings, nearest airport, flight information. Get rid of that. Let's see. No, nav log, I don't care about weight and balance. That's one of the things I was looking for. So, come over here. Sim brief. How can we import this? Okay, import route. Perfect. So we imported the route down to our FMS. Looks like everything's there, so we're going to first do a position in it. I guess we should turn on the nav aids first. Let that do its thing. Now as for fuel, let's take a look here, what we're putting into the aircraft. Block fuel is going to be 7.8, so we'll do 8,000. Where did I see that? Back of flight planner. Total payload, don't care about that. Block fuel. Configure. Fuel. Gotta do some math here because I'm working on kilograms. Pounds. Gotta convert this over. Just give me a second here, guys. Okay, figured out. We'll do 18,000 pounds. How do I do this? Close. No. That's close enough, so we'll set here. We'll load aircraft. Cool, we're loaded, 18,000 pounds. Seats. How many people are we expecting today? Come over here. Oh, not navgraph. Sim brief. Still a bit laggy. 123 today. Back over here. So we'll edit this. $123, perfect. We'll load aircraft. And then for weight, sim brief, we are... How much weight are we taking in? Fuel payload, 12.7 tons. Okay, I have to convert that back over again. So, 2650. Back over here to weights. Configure cargo. Quick fill. That does make sense. Back to sim brief here. Cargo, okay, there we go. We'll do 3 tons of cargo. Back there. Do some quick maths. There we go, 6,000 pounds. Configure. So 6,000 pounds. That's close enough. Load aircraft. Empty fuel weight today. Let me just go into sim brief, check that. Empty fuel weight is 65,000. So 143,000 pounds. Let's see if that makes sense. Not really. Well, let me adjust that. I don't know how to adjust this. And what happens if I hit reset config? Don't know. Okay, cool. Don't know how to adjust the zero fuel weight, so we'll leave it at that. Maybe if I put it into the FMS here, we'll be fine. A little bit of stuttering there. We're going to go up to the top here, start configuring stuff. We do have passengers on board, and we're fueled up, so we will get those lights going. Turn on our window heats. We'll start the APU. Okay, that's already on. Wait for that to go. Wait for that. Over here into the FMS. Position init. See, redo that. Ident. Position init. Alright, cool. I guess it's already got our position. Cool, route. Let's double check this. KBOS to kind. Yep, that looks good. We'll execute that. We are planning at... come over here to sim brief. What are we planning today? 38,000 feet. Insert that there. Zero fuel weight today will be... where did I see that? Maximum zero fuel weight. Estimated zero fuel weight, 56.5. Good. Reserves today. Looking at... where is it? Finers, alternates. We're going to do 2.5 on that. Cost index today, let's see, 32 for the cost index. It's good. Trans altitude is 18,000 feet. Top of climb, operational temperature. I'm just going to leave that alone. Don't need to worry about limits. Departures. We are going to check the ATIS for Boston. Looks like we're departing off of 09 today. So that's wrong. So 09. What is SimBrief expecting our departure as? Blizzard 6. And is there a transition? Nope. So we'll execute that. That's set up. APU should be available, so we'll switch over the generator, get the APU bleed on, get the plaques flowing. Let people have that. Well, we're here. 38,000 feet. That's all good. That's all set. Now let's work on getting our ATC clearance. Okay, so we got our ATC clearance. We're looking all good there. We're going to clear this up. So we're doing squawking 7070. That's up to that. We'll send you to TARA. Make sure you're on. Transponder source standby on. Source is 1 and 1. Perfect. Frequency will be 1288. So let's get that set up in the box. 1288, switch that over, VHF3, that's VHF2. We're going to get 1215 set up in here. There, back to there. Listening to that. Perfect, that's all set. We're about ready to go here, don't need to worry about that. You can stay like that. I'll worry about those boxes later. Let's do a little bit of a route check here. So we're going to go to maps. I'm going to bring up the chart. Those are 6. IGU. 09. Settings. Navigraph. Zoom in on here. Go to legs. Looks like step out to claw. Let's see. Data. Make sure we have all that stuff there. Yeah, that looks good. Any incontinuities? Yeah, that looks good. Happy with that. So we're going to come back to here. Back to there. We'll get our flight directors turned on. Off of 09. Okay, so we'll just follow the sit up. So we'll just leave that at 10,000. Go back to there. We'll get a little leggy there. We're going to reset the flow here. We do have all that set up, so we'll check the engine crossfeed, or the fuel crossfeed. Yep, you're good. Let's do a check on stall warnings, 1 and 2. Those are working. Don't care about that. Seems like they actually have a decent amount of stuff working. The plane seems like I'm getting better performance now, so we're gonna, speaking of performance, let's get into our performance tab. So back over here to SimBrief, performance, aircraft, airframe default, okay. Let's see, populate weather. Actually, if I go to view, then if I do takeoff, there we go, that's easier. Okay. Populate weather, calculate. So today we're going to be doing a flaps 5, takeoff 1 at SL 1045, back to init, N1 limit, takeoff 1, 45 degrees, takeoff, flaps 5, we'll automatically do that. Trim's going to be 5.1, 34, 34, 36. Does that match up? That's in between 1, happy with that, so we're going to set U to 146. Let's get our runway heading here. Runway heading will be 092. 092. Are we on frequency? 1288. Yep, I don't hear anything. Okay, has ground come back online? No, they haven't. Let me just double check what the ATIS information was. Good evening, Boston Ground. American Airlines 81 radio check.
American 81, Boston Tower, loud and clear.
Thank you, American 81. Okay, cool. We got all that. We're gonna call for push here in a second. We're looking okay out here. Let's see. Anything else I need to do? That's all good. American 81 is looking for permission for push and start with uniform or information uniform.
American 81, thank you for uniform. Push back onto Alpha is approved. Call for taxi. Expect runway 9.
Okay, push back onto Alpha, and we'll call for taxi on running. We're expecting runway 9, American Air 81. Cool, we got that set. GSX here. See how GSX is working. We'll push back.
Boston Tower, FedEx 367.
Let's take a look here at the charts.
FedEx 367, Boston Tower, wind 0930, runway 4 right, clear to landing number 1.
4 right, clear to land, number 1, FedEx 367.
Which way we want to push back? Where is 09? 09's over here, so we'll push back to the left. Nose facing left onto Alpha. Perfect. While that's getting ready, we're going to turn our anti-collision light on. We are going to turn the packs off and get ready to start the engine.
FedEx 367, heavy, you parking at South Carter today?
That's correct, FedEx 367.
Roger, thank you.
Won't be needing the center tanks today. We got barely any fuel in the center tanks, so we'll leave those off. If we need them, we'll just feed them into the wings there. Yaw dampener is on. I have to check that. That's all good. Service center phone is on. I should turn on the seats and all that stuff in the back. Probably getting pretty mad out there without their entertainment. I don't think you can check the oxygen. Nope, can't check the oxygen. That's okay. Straight up position facing low, straight pushback. This is new. Give me a second here, guys. Sure. Okay, release park and brake. Hope we're gonna face the right way. If not, we'll just stop and do it ourselves. Oh, okay. That's fun. Interesting. Going for a bit of a ride here. Yep, APU's on. Good, they got us turned on the right way, so we're going to throw the engines on here. We're going to start with engine number 2. Over here, watch ECAM page. We're going to watch for motoring to disappear, and then we can flick on the fuel. So we got N2 rising. Okay, we're motoring. So you'd reject takeoff. Alright, motoring's gone. Introduce fuel for number 2. Hear the engine coming online. N2 speeding up, EGT's rising. Park and brake is set. have a good engine start, so go away. So on our way there, we'll be expecting ground to give us probably Alpha.
FedEx 367 Heavy, welcome to Boston. Join November, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 15 left.
West November, full straight. Join November, cross
We'll figure
runway 4 left and
Okay, looks like we had a good engine start at number 1. Good start on engine number 2, start engine number 1. Once again, we're waiting for motoring that for it to disappear, then we'll introduce fuel. There's motoring. Okay, motoring's still there, motoring's gone. Let's introduce fuel. And you can see the heat.
FedEx 367 Heavy on November, cross runway 15 left, hold sharp runway 15 right.
There's the flag. We're good to go.
Hold short runway 5 right, FedEx 367.
Okay, sounds like we are just about to have another good start. Just waiting for anyone to spin up here. That's clicked off. I feel like that clicked off a little too early. Okay, we'll get into our pre-taxi flow.
Delta 638 with you, stand Alpha 14, request pushback instead with information uniform.
BP bleed is off. That's all
Delta
set.
638 Boston,
Trim
Tower,
was
thank you for
5.
uniform, pushback, is your discretion, copy taxi, spot 7.
Roger that, spot 7, we'll go
okay.
for taxi Delta 638, thank you.
Trim, stop at 5. Double check that. We're gonna come over here to init. Index. Oh, that's wrong. Index. Take off.
Good
Trim.
afternoon,
Legs.
2 gate Charlie 29 with uniform
Systems.
ready to push.
Pull up. Pull down.
JetBlue
Full
561
left.
Boston Tower, thank you for
Full right.
uniform. I got an aircraft already pushed back on Alpha off to your right there.
Go there.
Are you able to push without blocking them in, or are you going to need them to move first?
We'll wait for that traffic, JetBlue 561.
Roger, thank you. Break FedEx 367 Heavy on November, cross runway 15 right, taxi to parking via Bravo Kilo.
Flaps to 5.
1415 right on November,
Okay.
taxi to parking 5, Bravo and Kilo.
Weather. Terrain. American 81's ready for taxi to 09.
Perfect, American 81, runway 9, taxi via Alpha Kilo Mike, cross runway 4 left.
Alpha Kilo, my cross runway 4 left, American 81. Okay.
JetBlue 561, after the American
Start
behind
rolling.
you passes right to left, push back onto Alpha's approved, copy taxi.
Mission to Alpha, approve after traffic, we'll call for taxi to 561.
Okay.
Boston Tower, Delta 802 heavy on the ground at Boston, looking for pushback and start with information uniform.
Alpha, we need Kilo.
FedEx 367 Heavy, traffic off to your right there on Alpha is an American Boeing 737. They'll be making a left on Kilo, if you can give way to them at Kilo.
Okay, that's Charlie over there. Rolling here. So Alpha.
FedEx 367 Heavy, Boston Tower.
Go ahead, FedEx 367.
Okay, so that's Kilo. Perfect.
FedEx 367 Heavy, traffic off to your right is on the parallel taxiway on taxiway Alpha.
Okay, this thing
An
rolls pretty
American
slow.
Boeing 737. If you could give way to them on Kilo, they'll be making a left turn on Kilo.
Chevrolet, I can give them this way as well. FedEx 367.
Okay, let's get some ground speed up.
American 81 traffic behind you on the parallel taxiway will give way to you at Kilo.
Okay, Roger. We'll go for the traffic area 81.
Delta 802 Heavy, Boston Tower, thank you for uniform. After the American Boeing 737 passes behind you, right to left on Alpha, push back onto the Alpha's approved call for taxi.
Push back on Alpha, approved after the American 73, and we'll call for taxi, Delta 802.
Boston Tower United 223 Heavy requesting push and start. We have information uniform on board.
United 223 Heavy, Boston Tower, the Delta 8350 off to your left wing is also pushing back on Alpha. Do you need to wait for them before you can push back?
We'll do. We'll wait for them to push back. United 223 Heavy.
Delta 638 on Kilo ready, taxi runway 9er.
Delta 638, runway 9, taxi via Echo, Mike, cross runway 4 left.
Ready that, we'll taxi Echo Mike, 9 cross runway 4 left for Delta 638.
Boston Tower, good night, Spirit Wings 214, ILS here for right.
Spirit Wings 214, Boston Tower, wind 0908, runway 4 right, clear to land. Number 1, traffic will hold in position on the crossing runway.
Runway 04 right, clear to land, traffic will hold, Spirit Wings 214, thank you.
Okay, coming up to Mike here.
American 81, runway 9, line of away, traffic on a 4-mile line over the crossing runway.
Sorry, say that again, American 81.
American 81, runway 9, line up and wait, traffic on a 4-mile line over the crossing runway.
Line up and wait for American 81 on runway 09, and we'll wait for the traffic, American 81. Okay. Line up and wait.
American 81, are you ready to go?
Yeah, we're ready to go, American 81.
American 81, no delay, runway 9, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 09 American 81. Okay, we got our takeoff clearance. We're gonna do kind of just like a roll and start here. Throttle's up to 50%. Let them stabilize. Yeah, let's stabilize there, and toga. What I think we gotta do over here is turn the beacon light on. Okay, airspeed's alive. 80 knots. Looking for 134 knots. V1 and rotate. Positive rate. Gears coming up.
Delta 802 Heavy, we're ready for taxi with uniform.
Jeez, that.
Delta 802 Heavy, roger, and just to confirm you set up for runway 9.
Flight director is all over the place.
Delta 802 Heavy.
Delta 802 Heavy, runway 9, taxi via Alpha Kilo Mike, cross runway 4 left.
Alpha Kilo Mike, cross 4
Okay.
left, Delta 802 Heavy.
Go to flaps 1.
American 81, contact departure, good one.
Okay, going over to departure. Thanks for the ATC. Have a great one, American 81. Okay, departures is on
138, runway 9, clear for takeoff, wind 0908.
Roger that, clear for takeoff runway 9er, Delta 638.
Good evening, Boston departures. American 81 is at 2,500 feet climbing via the SID.
American 81 Boston departure, radar contact maintaining 14000.
Climb and maintain 14,000, American 81. Okay, 14,000. Set. Perfect. Okay. Flaps up, speed checked. Turn these lights off now. And we're gonna do some more hand flying, see how this feels. Feels very jittery. Flight director is kind of all over the place here.
JetBlue 7D, Echo 2 Dallas, runway 4 right approach. Maintain 210 knots until advised.
That goes Killer for the ILS 4 right approach, maintain 210 till advised, JetBlue 70.
JetBlue 1418, Echo 2 Dallas, runway 4 right approach, maintain 210 knots till advised.
Echo 2 clear the approach. 210, JetBlue 1418.
Yeah, I feel like with this, you're always chasing the flight director pretty hard. Once you get on it, it decides to do something different on you. Like there, no.
Departure grading, Delta 638, climbing 3.04, 360, under 770 departure. Delta 638, Boston departure, radar contact, maintain 14,000. And we'll maintain 14,000, Delta 638.
Okay, just about 10,000 feet, so soon we're going to pitch down for some speed. This flight director is all over the place. Okay, while we're here, let's turn off those lights.
Boston departure,
And
Delta 802 Heavy with
free to
you, climbing through 1,000.
Delta 802, Boston departure, radar contact, maintain 14,000.
Climb maintain 14,000 for Delta 802 Heavy.
American 81, contact Boston Center 134.7, good day.
Over to Boston Center for American 81. Thank you for the ATC. Have a great night. Okay, over to Boston Center 1347.
JetBlue 70, maintain 190 knots.
Okay, cool. Evening, Boston Center. American 81's passing through 12,500 feet, going up to 14,000 feet.
American 81, Boston Center, good afternoon, climb maintains level 380.
380, American 81. Okay. Got our cruise altitude perfect. So far, plane's handling a lot better. I'm not having that major stutter issue I had on departure as I did in my last video, so I'm happy about that. Performance is doing pretty well. We're getting past 14,000 feet here. Wait for the transition. Let's see. Okay, good. Stayed live. Sometimes that changes on me. Now we can be good pilots and bring her on the heading bug. Perfect. Open you up a bit. Do have some weather off to our right there, but it looks like it's going to be no factor. Set you back to off. We'll get rid of you. I heard a click noise. What was that click noise?
Boston Center, American 731, about 5 east of LaGuardia VOR, inbound to Portland, flight level 370.
American 731, Boston Center, roger. Scandinavian 926, leave my airspace, Boston Center is offline, frequency change to Spirit M9.
Good idea, Scandinavian 926.
Time to 478, leave my airspace, Montreal Center offline, frequency change to Spirit M9.
Boston Center, Delta 802 Heavy with you on the Highland 7 departure from Boston, passing through 8,000.
Delta 802 Boston Center, good evening, climb maintain level 400.
Climb maintain 400 for Delta 802 Heavy.
Sounds at 478, leaving my airspace, Montreal Center offline, frequency change is approved. We're 145 Quebec Bravo, welcome to new London taxi by Delta Charlie, cross runway 5.
Delta Charlie departing cross runway 5, November 5, Quebec Bravo, thanks.
Boston Center, good evening, Delta 638, leaving levels 14,000, Sox 7 departure. Delta 638 Boston Center, good evening, climb maintain level 360. Climbing to level 360 now for Delta 638, thanks.
Okay, so let's come over here. It's a bit of a short flight, so let's come over here back to our sim brief. You can go away now. Take a look at our routing. 23 left and sure, sink pit 2. Over here, departure, arrival, 23 left, sink pit 2. And is there a transition?
Boston Center, Skyx 76 Alpha Kilo will begin descent to Concord. Request frequency change.
Trans, I don't have, so we'll just execute that. Perfect.
Terminated, squawk and maintain VFR, frequency change is approved, have a day.
Good day, frequency change approved 76 Alpha Kilo.
Fairbrand 62 Papa, cross crank at maintain 7,000, the Stewart altimeter 2980.
Crank maintain 7,000, 2980, and from 6 Papa.
Alright guys, we're just about here at our descent. We're about 20 miles away from reaching it. Yep. Verify that over there. So we're going to start getting the airplane configured for approach. We're going to come over here into the init. We're going to do flaps 30 at, yeah, that looks like a good speed, 139. I'm happy with that. We're going to go auto brakes 2. Come over here into our charts. We got to find out what our minimums are. So we're going to go back to airports. Oh, where'd you go? There we go. Then we're going to come over here to approach. What are we doing? 2-4 left or 2-3 left? I'm going to brain fart here. We are doing, I guess, 2-3 left. So 2-3 left. We'll be on the Cat 2. Take a look here. Minimum will be 890. Landing altitude is 796. So we'll put that up here. And we'll go up to 800. Barrel ref I said was 890. Perfect, and let's take another quick look at the weather over here. So we are arriving on 2-3 left. Information hotel 2984, so we'll get that preset up here. 294, and the winds are going to be at 270, 14 knots, so a little bit of a crosswind. A bit windy, not too bad. I'm not, actually, let's make sure, let's look on VATSIM here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. 2984, 22 degrees. Looks like it's a beautiful day down in Indianapolis. And, just about there at our top of the descent. So we'll be descending soon. That there for a second. I want to take a look at this. We are going to capture localizer at 2,600 feet. As long as we stay in VNAV and set this to 2,600, we will be fine. There goes the throttle, so it looks like we are about to start our descent. Good. That's all good. It's good. So 11115, we'll get that set up in the box here. Perfect. Just double check that 111. I have this one set wrong, so we'll redo that. Good, that's set. Still squawking 7070. So some complaints I do have about the aircraft. It's not too bad. Annoying thing is, like, if you're in the regular seat where it wants you to be, you can barely see anything going on the heads-up display. And when it comes to these lights here on your announcer, you have to get right in close to see if they are indeed selected. That's kind of a bother. What was our final approach course? 231, so we should get these set up as well. Perfect. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I said we're flying American Airlines and I have a United livery on. Don't mind that. That was just me. I did my flight plan before I realized that there wasn't American Airlines livery that I had, so United's close enough. You guys get real too butthurt about it, I don't care. Alright guys, we're starting to get kind of close into our arrival here at Minneapolis. So some things I just want to touch on. This last time I talked to you guys, we did end up descending about 180 nautical miles too soon. I did not realize that, but that's apparently what the box did. Should have checked to see what our distance was. It's kind of my fault, I guess, but there's a glitch in the plane. Another thing is, I just put it into level changed because I was a little bit high on the VNAV descent, and the thing literally brought us down to 15,000 feet per second. Like, we were going straight down. So that's another bug, I guess, you have to watch out for. Also, I put on the speed brakes just to slow down a bit, and it just went nosedive towards the ground. 10,000 feet. Let's get our landing lights on. And get everybody sit back down. Back on their seats. As we start our final descent into Indianapolis. I don't know if I'd be able to see the racetrack around here. I don't know where it is in conjunction to the airport, but it'd be pretty cool if I could see it. Afternoon in Indianapolis Tower. American 81 is on a 10-mile DME for runway 23 left.
And American 81, Indianapolis Tower, winds 27014. Traffic departs prior to your arrival, runway 23 left, you're clear to land.
Clear to land 23 left, American 81, thank you. Okay, we've got our landing clearance. Start dropping some flaps here. Bring the range in. We're on localizer and on the glide slope. We're running into some legs, so who knows what's going to happen once we come in.
313 Mike Fox, or Mike Charlie Fox, yep.
2500.
We'll start slowing her down a bit here. We'll do down to 180. Go to flaps 5.
313 Mike Charlie Fox, yep.
November 303 Mike Charlie Fox, rock a little short of runway 23 left or departure.
And Globemaster 3 Mike Charlie Fox on departure fly runway heading, winds 27014, runway 23 left, you're cleared for takeoff, traffic say 6 mile final, 73.
Good, copy your fly runway heading, winds 27 left, clear for takeoff, I'll keep eyes on the final.
American 81, I'll slow down to approach speed to give you a little extra time.
Thank you.
Okay, gears.
Yeah, it's going to get too close. American 81, fly runway heading, climb maintain 3000, sorry about that.
Okay, we're going to arm the brakes. Okay, climb maintain 3000 American 81.
313 Mike Charlie Fox, cancel takeoff clearance.
Looks like we're on the go around, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, takeoff clearance, Mike Charlie Fox, do you want me to just line up on the runway and hold?
Flaps up.
Hold.
Holding, Mike Charlie Fox,
Okay, we're going to go runway heading here. We're in Toga.
American 81, you can turn left heading 140 and call me status, call me LS.
Okay, turning left 140 and we'll call you when established, American 81. We'll call you when established, heading 140 American 81.
And 3 Mike Charlie Fox on a porch fly runway heading runway 23 left. Clear for takeoff.
Runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, so we're on the go around. How are we doing for fuel? We still have 400 kilos left before our minimum fuel, so we're pretty good here.
Delta 1441, 23 left, line up and wait. Caution jet blast departing C-17.
And we'll open this back up. Come back over here. We're gonna go back to departures. Arrival. We'll re-put in 23 left. We'll execute that. It's looking good. We're gonna start making a left turn here any second now. Strap range, what am I doing? Start making a left turn.
And 3 Mike Charlie Fox departures offline, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved.
On a porch fly heading 210, winds 27014, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
heading 23210 on departure, clear for heading, clear for takeoff. Runway 23 lift off 14.
That's annoying. I don't know why it's not giving us. Arrival. ILS 23 left. Execute. Okay, there we go.
And Delta 1441, departure stuff line for chain approved. Good night.
Over to departure, over to Unicom for Delta 1441, good night. You have a good night.
Turn here. Let's see. Shows we're below the localizer. Execute. That going. Still on heading select, which is good. Don't know why the throttle keeps ramping up and down. And we'll start making our left turn onto the base here. Bring it up to 210. Bring flaps up to 5. Going a little slow. Keep turning. Okay, we're coming back onto the localizer here. Looks like we've got it captured. It's good. Glide slope is on its way, so we are going to arm the approach. I'm going to bring the speed back down to 190. Good, we're bringing it back down to 231. A little bit off the localizer there. Bring the speeds down to 160. Drop some more flaps. American 81's reestablished on 2-3 left.
American 81, Indy Tower, winds 27014, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 2-3 left, American 81, thank you. Okay, we're about 5 miles, so we'll drop the gear again. Arm the brakes. Bring her down to our VRF speed here, which is 139, I believe. You up. What speed are we at now? So we're gonna start introducing some more flaps here. I'm gonna bring it down. Flaps to, yep, 30 degrees. That's perfect. We're going to take control here. We're also going to take control of the throttle.
Approaching minimums.
Oh, we're already at the minimums. Continue. Way off on the localizer, but that's okay. We'll get back on it. We got that one coming across. A little fast.
300.
Whoa. Yeah, we just
200.
dropped a bunch there.
Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. 100. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. 50. Flight slope. 40. Flight slope. Flight 30. Slope. 20.
Oh,
flight slope.
Here we go.
10.
Into the leg. And we're gonna bounce her. We'll get the reversers out.
American 81, welcome to Indianapolis. You can make the right when able. Make the right on Charlie, contact ground point 9. Good night.
Okay, make the right one able and then onto Charlie, and we'll contact ground on point 9 or American 81. Thanks for the ATC. Okay, we're max brakes here. That is such a piss off. We're just gonna disconnect. I don't know where I'm going. We're probably just gonna turn off here on the taxiway. It's getting annoying when you can't even just fly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to call it here. Again, we had decent performance on departure, but of course on arrivals, like, we just completely lost frames. Yep, that was 711 feet per minute landing and a massive bounce, and I'm not going around again because this game keeps freezing like that. So the plane's getting better. The 737 MAX 8 from ASOBO's gotten better, but unfortunately their game hasn't gotten better, so it'll just be that a warning to you if you're not running like the greatest specs at all. I'm on all low settings here. Let's take a quick look. We do have DLSS on, global rendering. Everything is basically as low as possible, except for like 2 things. And it still does that kind of stuff, so that's quite annoying. Kind of makes the game really hard. You do a long flight, you get down to your approach, you get down into your landing, and the game stutters like that. That's a huge pain in the ass. So if you guys stuck around till the end, thank you for watching and have yourselves a good one. We'll see ya.